I'm gonna take care of you, Mom. You know that, right? I'd do anything for you. And if you don't believe me, well, you don't gotta. Because I'm gonna prove it to you. Just don't give up on me.
And since we're talking about darkness, I binged the show in like 2 days, and I was honestly taken aback with the last episode. So, how do you feel about Oz killing Victor in the end of the season?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm assuming this is like coming out after the episode 8 or whatever, right? Yeah, okay, great. No, it's how did I feel about it? I thought, well, just story-wise, I thought it was really interesting. I learned about that early on when I first came in on the first meeting that I had for the show. I came in, I met Lauren at Warner Brothers, and she sat me down. We had a whole conversation about the arc of Victor and where it was going to go. I thought how shocking and incredible that moment could be if we pulled it off and hopefully the right way. Were you surprised when you saw it? Did you think it was coming? You were? Yeah, okay, good. Yeah. The point was to kind of try and have this moment, and of course there's other reasons as to why that sort of needed to happen, but I thought, honestly, for me, I thought it was kind of awesome the way that such a big moment, I think, in the show.
I was super surprised. I was not expecting it at
Okay,
all.
good, yeah, great.
I was gonna say I was kind of pissed off in your behalf, but
Oh yeah,
because I
okay,
didn't want
even
Victor to
better.
die.
Yeah, okay,
So
good.
And how does this show lay the foundation for Batman's next chapter?
Well, so the idea was always to continue Oz's story because you're meeting somebody who's not yet the Kingpin. So it's sort of his origins. And so the idea of the series is to see him in this moment after the first movie. It takes place a week after the movie after the movie ended, where we're beginning in the aftermath of what the Riddler has done. Carmine Falcone has been assassinated. He had a stranglehold on power in Gotham for the last 20 years. And now suddenly Oz is like, well, this is my moment. And no one else thinks that except for him and his mother. And so he's going to grab for power. And we see him as he begins this unlikely journey toward beginning to become the Kingpin and what that's about. And by the end of that story, you realize that he's a certain leg along that journey and has reached a certain level of power and is now in this place where they're going to be looking at him. There's some hearings that are going on. And basically what's happening as we switch point of view back into Batman Bruce's point of view, we will then re-encounter this now somewhat transformed version of Oz. He's not the same person that he was in the first movie. We've gone on this exploration with him. So now when Batman Bruce next encounters him, he's someone different. And that's how it fits in. And then we go and begin to tell, again, each of these stories for me are kind of meditations on this very corrupt place and desperate place that is Gotham, and why is it this way? What is it about human nature? What is it about the characters in this world that make this place persist in being so dark? And thank goodness for us, it does, because otherwise we wouldn't need Batman and we wouldn't want to tell these stories. But there's something about that I think is boring into Bruce and Batman have that. This is the place that took his family from him, and he's obsessed with trying to come to the answer as to why this place is the way it is. And I think that Oz is a critical piece of it, and the next story will continue to build on the grander mysteries.
Whoa.